Hey everybody, welcome back to Red Road Paranormal. I am here with my lovely co-host Rez, and our lovely friend Brandon is with us tonight.
I'm like Vanna White to this show.
Yes, you are. You are you're our Vanna White. Now we
And
just have to figure out which one of us is Pat Sajak. I think it's you.
Um, I don't
well,
know. I can try.
yeah, I think you'll be a great Pat Sajak.
So
Put me
how's
in a nice
everybody
little suit.
doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing good, doing good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm digging your new do, man.
Well, thank you. I had to do something different, stand
Yeah.
out a little bit.
Yeah, you gonna show us the color?
Okay, well,
Yeah, see, it's all red now.
Oh,
it's red.
nice.
Actually, it's red and black.
I
Yeah,
like that.
Uh,
Hey, the
ev
supernatural ink colors.
yeah,
yeah,
well, always been my colors
yeah.
growing
There
up.
you go.
So
Cool,
yeah, set up so one braid's red, one braid is black, and some adds checkerboard.
cool,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
What
I
do you
like
got
that.
going on, Brandon? How
Me,
you doing?
nothing.
How
No,
you doing?
I'm wonderful. It was not a
Awesome.
shitty year last year at all for me.
Yeah, mine was a
Good.
good year last year too.
No, I'm being
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Oh, you're being
Unfortunately,
sarcastic.
I'm
I'm being
being
serious. I had a great year
No,
last
no.
year.
So let's talk about what happened. So here's the reason why I disappeared for a year.
All
Okay.
right.
I knew that this was going to be a bad year. I knew. I didn't know how bad. So this year I buried six of my loved ones in four
Ooh,
months.
wow,
I have had to cut ties with my parents.
wow.
Um, and well, my wife is having some medical issues, but we're working through that. And it was a rough one. So that's why nobody has seen me in the paranormal world because you know what? I think this is advice for a lot of people. Sometimes you just need to take a break and take and heal you.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
I don't care how good of a shaman or healer or whatever you are. If you don't stop to heal yourself, you're going to bleed all over what didn't cut you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I had to step back, but I learned a tremendous amount from all of this that has happened. I have grown immensely, so I'm
Yeah,
thankful for the trials, but they were hard. They were a very hard lesson, but needed to be learned. So now I'm back with a whole new way in perspective of thinking, which is wild. So
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can only
that's
imagine that stepping away from the light like that and stepping away from everyone, you truly got a chance to find out who your real friends are, the ones that truly do care about you.
100%. And that's probably something because I'd like to talk about the paranormal community as a whole here in a little bit. But I mean, and I know that I have a ton of acquaintances, ton.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got five inner circle,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Rez is one of them. But
Thank you.
I keep it like you only really need five true friends
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
because that's a good number. Everybody knows everybody. It's very cool. And I mean, that's just kind of the number I've ended up with. Since I quit drinking, I'm almost 4 years sober. There was a lot,
Yeah.
right? I mean, for real.
Yes.
I used to drink 35 beers a day before I went to the bar.
Wow.
So nothing in almost 4 years. So a lot of those friends fell off,
Right.
Yep.
and
They
then
do. They do. When you get sober, those drinking friends go away.
Well, it's
and
not
then
does not always the drinking friends either. You also lose other friends when you quit other
Mm-hmm.
devices and things.
well,
Right.
here's the thing. When I since I quit drinking, here's one of the things. My parents can no longer play the victim card and they don't know what to do. There's a lot, and I'm not going to get into my personal stuff. That's me,
Right.
but
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people out there. Blood, I don't care. Blood, whatever. You find
Mm-hmm.
out, who your true friends are. And I wish people would actually say the entire quote. It's not blood thicker than water. That's not the quote. That's out of context. The quote is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which means the family you choose is stronger than your blood family.
Yep.
I will
So,
vouch for that 110%.
yeah.
I
Absolutely.
agree.
Yep.
Preach on.
And I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Like I like it when tragedy, not I don't like it, but I like that what comes at the end because I've found a lot of people that nobody checked in. Well, except the ones that I figured would,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. That's how it should be. Honestly, nobody should really check on me because
Mhm.
honestly, who the hell am I? Really?
Well, the
In
people
my
who love
book,
you,
you're
though,
one of the
that's
Right.
different.
bros.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The people who love you for you,
That's the
not
people.
for your
Yeah,
persona,
right. Those are the people
check
that
on
would
you.
check in on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Not because oh, you're a podcaster or, oh, you own a radio station now or whatever. It's no, no, no. The people that have known me in my darkness
Hmm.
and still love me, those are your true friends. And that's what you learn coming out of tragedy, especially like one of those people I buried was my grandmother. And that hurt a lot. My hair's just now starting to grow back. But, oh, you learn. Like, oh my God, I just realized that was the last living blood relative that loved me unconditionally.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, but once you learn that, and dude, a snake's a snake. And once you realize the snake's a damn snake, then you can treat it as such.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because
And
now you
we're in
don't
the
have,
year of the snake, too.
yes, we are, which is why I use the snake.
Yeah.
But see,
Yeah.
like, if somebody gets bitten by a snake, you got questions like, hey, were you messing with it? What were you doing?
Yeah.
Well, if you treat a snake like a snake and hey, this thing's gonna bite me, well then guess what? You don't get bit.
Hmm. Because
Hmm.
you sidestep the snake.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or that snake is 100% every single time, every interaction, gonna be a snake.
Right.
That's its nature. Well,
Yeah.
Exactly.
people have their true nature.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you'll see it during, tragedies and personal loss and stuff. But again,
Exactly.
I'm comfortable enough in my friendships and the people that I love that I knew that those people would stand with me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to sit back and just watch. And that year out of the limelight, out of the paranormal spotlight, I got to sit back and watch. And look, some of y'all that are watching, or some people that but y'all are crazy. Some of y'all are lunatics.
I agree.
Some of y'all that are charged $5,000 to attend a Paracon, plus hotel, plus travel, plus a rental car. I know who you are. And you're
Hmm.
wondering why all these Paracons are shutting down because we're in a niche market and you want to come right off the rip with a $5,000 guarantee. And you wonder why? Y'all, quit being so damn greedy. We all started this paranormal journey with a pure intention.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And and now the purity, the flame is burning black.
You
And
know that happens though. That
it
Yeah.
does.
happens with
Yeah.
everything that there's progression, there's growth, there's resets, there's it happens with everything. That's
Yep.
kind of just the way things work,
But
right?
you know what?
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's because of the oldest sin of all, greed.
Mhm.
Hmm.
You know, that's why I look at it because we know those of us that are in this community
Yep.
that $5,000 it ain't going in our pockets to come talk at these places. It's
Mm-mm.
not going towards to give us a booth, to show up to help promote it. It's not going on when they come on our shows to promote their event. It ain't coming to none of us.
No. And when people ask me like, what do I charge to go to a Paracon? And yes, I charge because I finally know my worth.
You know?
You're gonna pay for my knowledge, but I'm not gonna like charge 5 grand. I'll tell you what
Right.
I charge. Can you give me travel and can you give me somewhere to stay? It could be some dude's house with a couch. If it'll save you money, I don't need a hotel. Just give me somewhere to
Right?
stay and give me some gas money because I'm 100% disabled combat veteran. I'm not rich out here, y'all, but I want to come because we all three on this screen have knowledge
Yep.
and we want to give it to you. But
Yeah.
my God, if we can't, the landlord tells me I got to pay what I got to pay,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
every month. So this is my job, y'all. I don't ask for much. And it's
Yeah.
the people that are asking for everything plus that think that they're been on TV or they're famous. Nobody cares. Really. Nobody
Yeah.
that is in this field for the love and the research and want to actually know. Nobody cares you're on TV.
No.
Right.
How about be like the rest of us? Fine, cool. Maybe because you're on TV, you have some more stuff that you need to pay for. You have a publicist or whatever. Fine. Cover the costs. Don't come in and trying to make a profit. You make your profit on your TV shows.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. That's all I'm saying. Like make your overhead, make your little money, get your travel and get your hotel. Cool. But come on, y'all. We're doing this for the love of it, not because I'm out here getting rich, because I've spent 40 something years of my life in books and in the woods and in thought and study and working on myself to figure out what works and what doesn't so I can help others. Now,
Right.
Yeah.
if that doesn't give me some sort of, value,
Right. And here's the biggest value as far as I can see. When you walk into a room, whether it's a psychic fair, a wellness event, a paracon, you know who's done the inner work as soon as you walk in the door.
yep,
Yeah.
You can see it, you can feel it, you know who's done the inner work. And people like you who've done the inner work, and me and Rez,
right.
we've done this work on ourselves. We have faced our own monsters. There's some
Every
wisdom
day.
that you gain from doing that.
Yep.
There's some wisdom that you gain from that. And it's not just about who produced the flashiest show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or now some of these people, psychics and stuff, are doing courses and they're charging for the courses. 100% perfectly fine.
I do.
I've
I
taken a
do.
Yep.
course from Cindy Kaysa. And I've taken a course from Sarah
Hmm.
Lemos. Cool. Great.
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying for what they were born with. I'm paying for all of their work to be able to focus and to use it.
Right.
Like I'm not paying the mechanic, $600 because he knows how to put a part on. I'm paying the mechanic $600 because for 35 years he's put this part on right and I know it's gonna work.
Yep.
Right. Right.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I have my intuitive view course, which is, I don't know how similar it is to any other courses because I quite honestly never took another course for it. But um, I also know that I'm not charging $10,000 to
Right.
Right.
take a psychic development course. I'm
Correct.
charging, but I'm not charging that much. So yeah, I get it.
And
Yeah.
and that's why I don't do like people have said, well, why don't you do classes to make money? Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I don't like classes over the internet because I want to feel your energy. I need to know what I'm dealing with, when I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore I need to be there in person.
Yeah.
But
You
Yeah.
can only get
yeah,
so much through the screen.
yeah. Like I can help you through, through the screen or whatever for a little bit, whatever. Give you some words of wisdom. But I can't feel you. I don't know what your energy is telling me.
Oh, see, I learned how
Yeah.
to do that. So I know that I could like reach through the screen and feel you and be able to do that. But I think that's because I practice at it
Right.
and
And I just
because,
don't.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's not my preference. My preference is,
right.
one-on-one. And it takes us all.
Hmm.
It takes the,
Yep.
the psychics on screen that can reach through, that can do that. And it takes those of us that want to be in person so we can feel you and help you. It takes all
Yeah,
kinds.
yeah,
So yes,
Yep.
we charge. We sure do.
yeah, we do.
But
Yeah.
those of us that love it only charge enough to like pay my bills. Make sure, that I don't have to pay for the hotel because, I got bills. To make sure I don't have to pay for this gas because you're wanting me to come there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. So give me a room and give me some gas. And maybe a little bit if I ain't got money to eat. Give me a little,
Right.
like, $25. Let me go get some.
Right.
That's all. That's it. And that's how it should be. I know some people have to charge more than me.
Right.
On cool. Charge your overhead. And then
Yeah,
if you want to sell autographs or you want to do sell your books, there's your money maker.
yeah,
Mhm.
Sell it. Keep 100% of whatever profits you make. But don't overcharge these people that are the event coordinators and stuff. Trust me, I did a 3-day Paracon. I know what it's like.
Mhm.
And I know how much I had to spend. And luckily, I had the talent that were friends of mine.
Right.
yeah,
Had it not been, it would have been triple the price.
Yeah.
And these people weren't asking, they were just asking for a little bit of money and travel in a hotel. And
yeah,
these people, if you want to go back and look at my poster, these people are famous. They have
Mhm.
been on TV. They were recognized when we're like walking around town here in Podunk, Easley, South Carolina.
Wow.
They didn't.
yeah,
I'm not paying 5 grand in a rental car and all that for these
no,
people.
Right. And definitely, I mean, we definitely have to cover our costs. I mean, let's be real here. We have to cover our costs.
Yep.
And this is my full-time job. Okay, I don't have another full-time, I don't have another job. This is my full-time job. So of course I'm going to charge for readings and that sort of thing. But a lot of times when I speak at Paracons or events, my payment is in trade for my booth.
yeah,
Yep. Oh, a lot of times. Yes.
You know,
yeah,
it's like, okay, you don't pay a booth fee, but we're not going to pay you either. So, yeah, it's, excuse me. But at those events, I can also do readings. I can also
Yep.
sell my books. I can also do what I do to make a living in addition to speaking.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Like I know, like just for a comparison for some people, like
Mm-hmm.
Supernatural Inc., like for us, we have a higher overhead. There's four of us, well, five of us, plus all the equipment that we got to bring out, plus the usually we're speaking twice in a convention, but we don't always charge, we literally charge overhead. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
yeah,
a little bit to make it worthwhile because, you know, KD's got a real job.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He just can't pick up and go. So we have to
Right.
charge to make up for what he's going to miss in his real world job.
yeah,
Right.
But we're not out here killing people. Plus, you get four of us, plus KD, who's been on so many freaking shows, plus the equipment. So, it, and then we can sell our equipment. That's what we do. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where we make our money. We sell our
Right.
equipment,
yeah.
you
Right.
know? So, and
Yeah. A lot of
That's the
people
way.
really don't understand how this whole thing works
no,
anyway.
they don't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how we do it with caps a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me might do a speaking session. He gets paid to speak. You get a free table or booth, or you get a discounted table or booth, so we
Oh,
can sell our merch.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that's what pays for us to get out and actually investigate in other states while we're there.
Yep.
Right.
And like our merch, people, think about it. We got to buy the merch.
Yep,
Yeah.
We have to pre-buy what we think we might sell. And sometimes we lose our ass.
Yep. Same.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes you break
Yeah.
the bank, and then sometimes you just lose your ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But
upside down for last year.
yeah, like, you
Had a
know,
decent year, but I'm still upside down.
right. And it happens, and we're still out here doing it, y'all. I mean, we don't ask for nothing. We don't ask for much. We ain't nobody special. We just like you. We're just like, everybody else, except for
Yeah,
we've tapped into what we were given.
Right.
yeah,
You can
Yeah.
we
tap into
found.
what you were given.
Yeah,
It's like, but if in these situations where you're trying to get information out, which is what a Paracon is a meet
yeah,
and greet and get the latest info on hunting tips, cryptids, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
and then you can have small breakout classes that you charge for, but it's a small, intimate psychic class, or I do an Ask the Shaman class.
Mm-hmm.
I'll charge $10 ticket, and then I'll, hey, cool. I got my gas money. You know what I do? I go back and tell them, hey, don't worry about that gas money.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah,
Or don't worry about that food money. I got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of us do it. And these I paid as the event coordinator for my event over 10 grand for 3 days. Well over 10 grand out of my pocket. I'm still paying on the loans that I took out to make this happen.
Yeah.
We don't,
yep,
you know, we don't put this on because we make money from Paracons. No, we don't. We kind of break even, maybe.
We hope to break
yep,
even.
Right.
yes.
Yeah. We hope to break even. I know I've done big events too. And yeah, I actually had someone contact me recently to ask me if I was the person who coordinates the Moonbow events. I'm like, not anymore, because
Yeah,
that's not my path.
No,
right.
no.
It's a lot of work. It's thankless work. It's stressful work. Um,
I got more
you
knives in
know,
my back during those 3 days from people that said that they wanted to help and wanted to be part of it. And were actually put on the freaking banner and did nothing but stay in their trailer the whole time.
yep.
Oh, and that happens. And that
Yeah.
happens a lot, people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I
My
did it because,
paranormal team helped me out, so I was grateful for that. My own team helped me out.
well, it was
But
my
yeah,
team came down, but they had to come down from Kansas City to
okay.
South Carolina. So, and they made that drive. KD made it in one day
Yeah.
and was out there till 3 o'clock in the morning helping me set up tables that I had another team of 9 people that said they would do all that
And didn't do it.
and
Yeah.
did not do a thing and were actually bad mouthing me to the talent and saying that I was a monster and how bad I was. But they didn't realize that the talent called me
Hmm.
and said, "You are an awesome guy." Was the ones that met me for the first time. They're like, "I don't know what this individual was talking about, but
yeah,
they were saying this, and this."
Yeah. The whole para unity thing has been, I
Yes,
mean, that's been a hot topic for the last year.
doesn't exist.
But,
yeah.
there seems to be so much like just we're going to prove you wrong and we're always right. And I don't understand any of it because quite frankly, and I know like Barnaby, I've actually had this discussion with Barnaby, but because he's really into the science end, we're going to
Oh,
prove this.
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you're looking at scientific protocols, you have to have something repeat exactly the same way 5 times.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get Rez to do exactly the same thing 5 times. How am I going to get a ghost
Nope.
to do something 5 times?
No.
You
Right.
So
She
it's,
warns me before every show, to watch my mouth, behave myself, don't
uh,
let it go off the rails. Does it? Do I ever listen? Come on now.
No.
Can't get me
well,
to do it. How are you going to get a ghost to do it?
Right.
right, but you have not got it us kicked off YouTube, so we're okay.
I mean, I
Yes.
can, if this is a goal that you want, I can help you. I can get you kicked right off.
No,
I got
no,
the,
Oh,
thank you.
very,
I
No,
get
no,
the, I
very
thank
got
you.
the,
easily.
I can get the Marine going in me and we'll be gone.
Yeah, but it's funny
I,
because I remember that conversation I had with Barnaby when he was on my other show, and he he was laughing at me. He was like, "We're still going to get evidence." I'm like, "I get evidence every time I walk into a room." You
yeah.
know,
Right.
they're talking. I had a hotel room Friday night in La Crosse, Wisconsin. There was somebody in my room whistling all night.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so annoying. I've had that happen once. I think I
Yeah, it's
was,
the only time it's ever happened to me.
I was
But
in some
yeah,
haunted hotel too, and it was, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get the whistling out in Minnesota, but man, I had some wicked energies in that room. Half a bottle of spray later and a bunch of prayers and could
Right.
finally get some sleep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping, I'm planning my first trip to New Orleans
New
Oh,
Orleans,
cool.
this year. Never
awesome.
been, never investigated, never had a reason to go down there
Yeah.
On my bucket list.
because I was not secure in my wardings.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I've gone through what I went through, now I am quite secure. And so we're gonna head down there, and I'm pretty sure. Like my wife's a psychic medium, and
Hmm.
she hears them talking all the time. She's got tattoos and everything. She got called a painted lady one night in a early 1900s B&B,
Yeah.
Okay.
which she had just come out of the shower. She had all the tattoos, and painted lady is an appropriate term for the time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, she gets to hear
Yep.
stuff like that. I hear
Yeah.
like knocking and walking and
I
can't
get that
sleep.
too.
Yeah.
I get that too.
Especially at McIntyre Villa. If you've never gone to McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas, that upstairs is like a marching band all night long. Because
Hmm.
I stayed in the master bedroom a couple
Hmm.
nights after doing late night events, and it's just constant back and forth. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you ever get a chance, go to McIntyre Villa. The owner is Stephanie O'Reilly. She's crazy like the rest of us. She's awesome. So
She's a good crazy.
she's good crazy.
Yeah,
Like
she's a good
her
crazy.
her crazy and my crazy play well together. It is
Nice.
what happened. Yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
I love
Nice.
her so much.
And you're in South Carolina?
I am. I am in the
Okay.
Yeah.
upstate of South Carolina.
You
So I was
know,
in Aiken, South Carolina.
That's not far
And
from me.
yeah, and I stayed at the Aiken Inn or something. It's the older hotel
Yeah.
downtown. Yeah, beautiful
Yep.
space.
Yep.
Beautiful space. And there was no events going on or anything, and the front desk lady let me into like the event area, the ball area with that
Yep.
big, beautiful hand carved bar, and it's
Yep.
just gorgeous. And I could feel spirits all around me, and she was there, and she's just like, just
Yep.
watching me with big eyes, and um, I was taking pictures and I wasn't getting anything. And I finally stopped. I'm like, please just step in front of the camera so I can take your picture. And the next picture had like seven spirits in it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And the only thing that changed was that I asked permission to take their picture. Yeah, but
And think about the time frame back then with the old
yeah,
flash bulbs. You had to ask permission before you flash somebody because of the
right. Because they go
so
blind.
right and so when it was time to take a picture, I guess the photographer would say, "Who's like get in front of the camera?"
Yep.
That
Yeah.
was perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But what a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, we got a lot of nice. And if you
Yeah.
want old, you got to come to this coast
Yeah.
because everything started here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
well, at least for the colonization and all that.
Hmm.
Everything started here. Now, oppositely, all the Native Americans came from the other end, which I believe.
Well, not all of them.
I think a lot. I thought like a lot of them came across that bridge before up there between Alaska and Russia. There used to be a land bridge there,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Some
right
of them
around,
did, yeah, but there
yeah,
were
right
some that
around
were
that time.
already like
Well, yeah,
across all of North America.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's I'm just
I
comparing
mean,
old, whatever side you go to,
yeah,
you're gonna get something old. It just
right.
depends. Do you want like old Native American? That's gonna be on your West Coast and down south, or do you want like older colonial 1700 houses and stuff? That's over here on our coast.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, and it's great, and
Both.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's just amazing. Like I can walk out in the woods, and there's a house like in the middle of the woods. It's probably been there for 300 years.
Hmm.
They're just all over the place. So
Yeah.
I like it out here. It's fun.
Cool. Rez, you
Awesome.
look like you were going to say something.
I was gonna say you could also, if you want to deal with the old colonial stuff and the natives, Brampton, New York area. That's where my
Yep.
Hmm.
tribe's really from, the Mohicans.
Yep.
We still have a land claim out there that we're fighting to get our land back. But there's a
Yeah.
lot of old medicine up there, and I've been
Mhm.
told by
Oh yeah.
other members of the tribe that go out there, it's like once you cross that line, it's a very euphoric feeling you feel from
Hmm.
all the ancestors and the families welcoming you
Yep.
home.
Yep.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, and I go to upstate New York a lot, so I can vouch for that for sure. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely tell. I'm usually in the Adirondack Park area, but I can even tell within these 6 million square miles of Adirondack Park, like what's kind of been settled and what hasn't, you
Hmm.
yeah,
know. I can feel it. And a lot of it's wilderness, but I can still feel the difference.
And my biggest thing that I'm trying to get out this year is, a lot of people travel to Paracons and they travel to places because they, these places that they know and they're going to pay a fee or whatever. Why don't you start in your own state? Because there's a lot of places that you
Hmm.
can get into in your own state
Hmm.
just by being polite.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got, I can do our county museum anytime I want because I was polite,
Yep.
and they would just lock me in there and leave me and open the archives and everything.
Yeah.
It's
It's
amazing
about
what you
develop relationships, right? It's
right.
really
Get
about
Yeah.
out,
developing
yeah, get
relationships.
out where you're at, like,
Yeah.
where your roots are and plant some roots. If there's nothing paranormal going on, well, why don't you start a little paranormal group? But, start local, keep that money local.
Yeah.
A lot of
If
people in Wisconsin doing paranormal these days.
yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
This is a
now
very haunted state.
It
I'm
is a
not
very haunted
saying
state. Yeah.
I'm not saying don't travel to the Gettysburg Bash to see me this year, but what I'm saying is
Nice
start.
segue.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
Nice segue.
Yeah.
But check your state first.
Yeah.
A lot of people look
Yeah.
outward. That's why there's been more spaceships discovering space than there have been discovering the ocean because nobody wants to look inward.
Nope.
Well, a
And
lot of
that
people are
means,
afraid of oceans too.
well, I'm kind of Cthulhu's
Yeah.
out there. What are you talking about?
I know exactly, right? Like,
Like, I'm a Marine. I believe in Cthulhu. He's out there. Oh,
I'd rather be on a ship than in a plane. That's me.
yeah, because
Give
you
me,
can swim. I mean,
yup.
yeah, like,
I
yeah,
can skydive too, but there's no guarantee I'm gonna have a parachute.
right.
yeah. Well, I'll be getting on a plane, so wish me luck.
Well,
All
as long as it
right,
doesn't flip upside down like that
Oh
Delta
my
plane did.
gosh, what the heck is with, never mind, we're not getting into that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
that's a conspiracy theory podcast.
yeah, that's a conspiracy theory podcast. But yeah, and I am one of those that travels, but honestly, it's not for me, it's because I just love to travel, right?
Mhm.
So I find
So
ways
do
to
I.
make money while traveling.
Yep, yep,
So
Yep.
it feeds my travel addiction, but it also pays my bills. So,
yep,
for me, I love to travel. I'm all over the place. I'm going to be in England. I'm going to be in Maine. Just picked up one in Maryland. I've got Ohio, Iowa, Illinois, Michigan,
yep.
Wisconsin. you know,
I keep telling her she needs to take me overseas with her as her security. She won't.
Yeah, I think you need
She
to.
refuses.
I think
I
you
told her you
should.
can even put me in a big crate and ship me over there, just as long as I got beef jerky and Sundrop.
yeah, we pay
Yeah, that's
for
it.
it.
That's
Get the Paracon to pay for it.
that's right. That's right. That's an extra expense that we can do. All
Yeah,
that preaching
Yeah.
that I did earlier, screw that. Pay to send Res overseas, people.
Yeah, but ironically, I'm going over there. I'm going to the Paracon. Uh, was it CryptidCon? CryptidCon UK, and I'm doing a TV show. So,
Right,
see,
yeah.
even more
so
reason for me to go
all
with.
that's right out the window. Our whole conversation, like 20 minutes ago,
That's
is
just right out
right out the
right out the
window.
window.
Hey, we're
But see,
joking. They know that though.
and this is the point I'm saying. You
Yeah,
got a TV show, right? You're gonna
yeah.
make your money on your TV show.
Oh
You've got
no. Well, I'm hoping.
well,
Yeah,
we all know
it's an independent
we
kind of
all know
thing.
how that
So,
goes.
yeah,
We all know
Yeah.
how that goes. But
yeah.
you know, you could get your travel pay. And see, that's what we're saying.
Hmm.
This is where we can make our stuff and travel and do what we want to do. You know,
Yeah.
through the connections that we make locally
Hmm.
and
Yep.
also at Paracons. But the
Right.
only way that we can continue to have Paracons that are attended is to not nickel and dime the people that are putting it on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm just talking Paracons, like go make your money. Look,
Hmm.
Yeah.
if you're Zach Bagans, I'm not mad at the dude.
No.
No.
He went out and he made his money. And
Yep.
he brought ghost hunting kind of back to the forefront.
Hmm.
And he opened, like in the early days, opened a lot of these little mom and pop places that rely on tours to keep the door open.
Yeah,
He did some good. I don't like the dude personally, but I mean, do you? That's how he made his money. Now, I don't know how much he charges for Paracon. It's probably stupid, but
probably.
I'm saying that that's how people in the paranormal, that's how we make our money and whatever. It's not Paracons. My God, we lose our ass on Paracons,
Hmm.
but we lose our ass in order to be face to face with you guys who actually want to sit and talk to us and
Mm-hmm.
actually
Yeah,
learn from it. That's why we come out. It's not because we're making any money.
Right.
yeah. We come out to see the public, to interact with you guys, to show love to those of you that show us love week after week, that follow our shows,
Yeah,
Yeah.
answer our posts. You
yeah,
know,
Mm-hmm.
we were just talking before the show how, I have a follower that's waited a year to meet me and to investigate with me. And now she has that opportunity coming up here in a little while.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
that would be the
just
CAPS
no,
convention. No? Okay.
no.
Okay.
Our little private investigation we have put together,
Oh, that's
she is
right.
part of it. Yeah. But yes, she's also involved with the CAPS
Mm-hmm.
convention, CapCon.
Mm-hmm.
She got to meet me a little bit prior to some of this, but that was for like 5 minutes. But it was a night of an investigation. I was busy. I couldn't sit and give her the time she deserved.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it just, happened to work out that a friend of ours decided that we're going to do an investigation together and get some friends together for it, from all over the area. And she happened to be one of them that said, yeah, sign me up.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'll
Cool.
tell you, like, if you want to spend time with your para celebrity or whatever you want to call
Mm-hmm.
them, us, whatever, if you, the best thing to do is go to Bearcon because if you come to a investigation event, unless it's an overnight and unless the talent is actually, I say talent loosely, that's what they call us
Yep.
in the world,
Yeah.
unless the talent's staying at the same place, you're not going to get to be like sit there and have any time with them because we're
Right.
contracted to do, we got to do this investigation. And then we're ready to go home because we're
Yep.
not staying there. So you're not going to get to spend any one-on-one time with anybody that you want to meet, really,
Any
more than five.
quality one-on-one time.
Right, like five,
Right.
10 minutes, I'm gonna sit there and like be able to chit chat. The rest of the time, I'm gonna be doing what I gotta do. But at a
Right.
Paracon, I'll give you an hour if you want an hour, because
Yeah.
I can. I'm just sitting there waiting on my next time to go speak, or when
Right.
somebody wants to buy something. Other than
Mm-hmm.
that, I'm here for y'all. And I'm pretty sure that I can say the same for everybody here. We're
Mm-hmm.
here
Yep.
for you guys to just come up and talk to us because that's kind of why I drive all the way to Kansas and stuff
Right.
because
Yep.
because I've got people out there that have said they would like to meet me, and by God, I'm gonna try my best to just come out there and try to meet you as long as the money works out and as long as people
Right.
aren't draining funds.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing that I'm afraid of is that all these big time people asking all like more than their fair share is going to end up shutting it down. And we're just not going to get that personal one-on-one time. And I'm sorry, in this generation where everybody looks at the damn phone or they're watching a podcast, which
Mm-hmm.
is fine, whatever, all things in moderation, but nobody does that. Everybody
Yeah.
is glued to their phone. Everybody's looking down, no personal
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only place you're gonna get personal interactions in Paracon. And if it keeps going that way, there's gonna be fewer and fewer and less personal interactions. And
Right.
that's dangerous.
Yeah. I know a lot of the Paracons have uh what do you call it? Sponsorship
But
to
Yep.
help pay the bills.
yeah, but see, I'm in the
Yeah.
Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Do you know how I couldn't find a sponsor?
Yeah.
I had to like I had zero sponsors here in the South for
Mm-hmm.
my Paracon. I had a couple from Midwest Paranormal
Mm-hmm.
Task Force, who I'm a member of. They threw in, and then obviously Supernatural Inc. And then I took out loans.
Mm-hmm.
But like you can't always get sponsors. It depends on where you're at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, for me, it was 100% out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was for me when I did my event in New York too.
right, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're
Hmm.
not guaranteed a sponsor. Well, excuse me, I had one sponsor and he sponsored $6,500. But he was
Wow.
also one of my buddies and he was getting into the paranormal and he owns his own company.
Yeah.
That was called luck.
Hmm.
Yep.
Now, did I get him next year? No, because he decided that he wanted to go find be with Jesus and find religion and do his healing work through the ministry. And he said that he probably doesn't need to be in the paranormal community.
Right.
And so, I was not able to get that sponsor again, and you're not guaranteed these sponsors.
No,
So,
absolutely not.
you just got to look at
Yeah.
it from our point of view when you're trying to. And I'm not talking to the people that attend. I'm really
No.
not. Y'all
Yeah.
pay what you pay, and it's amazing. And you do what you do, and you buy stuff from us, and you come talk to us. None of this is
Yeah.
directed at
And
anyone.
and I hope that the people who attend the Paracons really feel like they've gotten the worth from it.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
think that that's where, those of us who are not big time celebrities, I think that's where we add in the biggest part of the value is
Hmm.
because we are there for the FaceTime,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
We're there to interact with you, to talk with you, to help you whatever way we can,
mhm.
whether it's a 5 minute chat about the balls lighting up in your living room and your cat freaking out, or if
Right.
it's, you need to sit down and you need a reading because you're lost.
Right.
That's what we're there for.
Yeah.
Eh,
Like, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say last year, or the year no, 2 years ago when I was at the Metacon in Kansas City. Uh, I did the same. Like people would come up. I was there with Supernatural Inc. They would come talk to us or buy whatever. And I was there. I sat there and talked for 30 minutes. But also I was there to help somebody. And I took them out back and smudged them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And because they needed it. Also at this event, I had another vendor come over because she felt my energy and she asked me to assist her in removing something from a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're there for. Just because I'm sitting back there with the nice black banner and with all the fancy people that have been
Hmm.
on TV, that ain't me.
Right.
Like, yeah, just come up and talk. Like, please, because that's
Right.
really what I feed on. I don't like driving 14 hours in 2 days to go to a con. I'm tired. I'm ill.
Yeah.
But until I get that interaction, that genuine interaction with people, and then I
Yep.
remember this is why I do it.
Right. And it fills you up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It fills you up. At least for me, it fills me up again. And, I'm looking at a 19-hour drive to Maine.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I also know that I've been in business for 25 years, and I know that doing that for one event
Yeah.
does not pay, So
Yep.
I'm setting up other events on the way
Right.
there and on the
Yep.
way back.
Yep.
So, you know, we work it out the way that we work it out, but I am in business for myself. Rez is in business for himself. I assume you're in business for yourself.
Yep.
We all have to do what we have to do to make sure that we are able to do what we are committing to do.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I can't tell you how much it has cost me for all of my research. Like, come to my house and look at my library.
Hmm.
My good Lord. If you want to research something, even the obscure, I've got it.
Yeah.
But do you know how much time and energy and money and that I just had to spend to get the books
Hmm.
Yep.
on top of reading them in a way to gain knowledge and not just skim?
Right.
That
Yeah.
takes time, and that's wherein lies our value. That's
Right.
why if I'm gonna do a booth and $25 for 30 minutes,
Hmm.
something, that's where that money comes in because that's when
Right.
you're paying for our time and our wisdom.
Right.
But
Yep.
it should not be paid by the event coordinator. We we
Yeah.
we should not
Hmm.
have to rely on the event coordinator who is putting all of this together and giving us an opportunity to go to this location.
Right.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
They reached out to us. They're giving us
Yeah.
an opportunity to come meet you people.
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, and you mentioned it before, but you are going to be at the Gettysburg Bash this year.
Yep.
And first of all, what are the dates for that?
Okay. Let me pull it up here. It is June. I think it's June, April, May, June, July. I didn't put it in here.
Hmm.
Wait, it's July something?
Okay. But it's the
I will
summer.
have you an answer here in a second, but
Okay, no problem. But you're on a panel, and I wanted you to share about what you were on the panel. What is your topic? Because I think it's so important. And I feel like there are so many people who are going to somehow reach this information. And that
Yeah.
was a hint, by the way, like the page. We're at 177. We'd love to get
Yeah.
to 200 in the next couple weeks.
guys, take them to 200.
Subscribe.
Like
Yeah,
tom
Subscribe, like, share. Come on, guys.
like
please.
this week, put them at 200.
Yes,
For real.
please.
Okay, so we're filming on Monday, right?
So
So
Yep.
we're
this is going
This
to come
comes
out
out
on a
Thursday.
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 So then when this comes out, you will have from Thursday to Thursday to get them to 200.
Yes, please.
Come on,
Thank you.
Please and
guys.
thank you.
Please and
Yes.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Yes.
Gettysburg Bash, July 26th through the 28th.
26th through the 28th. Okay. And
Hmm.
then tell us a little bit about the panel that you're on.
Yeah, so and I'll tell you kind of why this has come about too. So the Gettysburg Bash, they help veteran nonprofits with what they do every year. They so it's pretty veteran oriented. Well, I was talking to Pam and Steve Barry, the guys that run it, and we were talking about me doing something, and I was like, Just put me on a panel, I'll just do something because y'all, Gettysburg Bash is pretty big time. That's like a
Yeah.
very large paracon. It's very well put together. Like super honored just to even be asked, right?
Hmm.
But I'm like, hey, just put me on a panel. And then Pam was like, well, why don't we talk about veteran mental health? And I'm like, 100%. And
Yes.
so we're going to sit there, and I'm not going to talk paranormal in this panel. I don't believe any, but I think what I'm going to talk about is the truth behind uh, mental health in general, because that as a shaman, I kind of focus like I got to heal the mind before I can heal
Yep.
the body. So, and plus having severe combat PTSD myself, I have to work on my mind first. But so we're going to talk about all the mental health issues, the fact that that everybody says 22 a day. Well, no, it's more like 44 a day. It has since doubled. Plus, how many Vietnam guys that commit suicide, but they're not part of the VA? Only 30% of the population in my area of veterans is part of the VA system. So many of those suicides go unknown. So I'm going to talk about what to look for, how to help, what I personally went through, because I can't tell you about nobody else but me, my struggles with alcoholism, homelessness, jail, to here to
Mm.
now to being on a board of a veteran nonprofit to being where I'm at today. And it's all because I didn't give up. But there's a lot out there that just don't have the mental fortitude, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Hey, some people need more help than others, but nobody reaches out. Nobody really talks about it other than, oh, that's a cool shirt. It's got 22 on it. Here's $5. But nobody really
Yeah.
gets into it and talks
Mhm.
about how it affects us, and not only us, but our family, and why it's so important to not only support your local veteran, but vet the nonprofit that you want to give to.
Yes.
Don't just give to Wounded Warrior Project. Well, I can tell you a lot about how they screwed up. Now they've gotten it fixed, new CEO, new everything. But like, vet who you give to.
Right. And I would
Oh,
say that's across the board and for all
yeah, yeah,
charities, vet
yeah,
who you give to,
yeah,
you know, whether it's for cancer research or, you know, what was that other one for disabled kids, whatever it is,
yeah.
vet it, do some research, do
Yep.
dig into it and find out if that particular body of what's the word I'm looking for?
That not
That
Organization.
nonprofit
yeah,
organization,
yeah.
make sure that their values match up with your values.
And you got to
Yep.
remember, like you, whether you own a business or not, you personally, individually, you are a business. Your face is your business card.
Yeah,
Your personality is is your references, and then your actions are your resume
right, exactly.
and your trademark.
Yep.
So, like, do you want to put your business? Do you want to go into business with this corporation? Because that's what you're doing. You're going into business with, and you're going to put your name
Absolutely.
on there. So just be careful.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Thank you, Brandon, so much. We're about an hour.
Okay.
If someone wants to get a hold of you, either for your shamanic services or paranormal or whatever, how do they get a hold of you?
Probably the easiest way is okay. My email for all paranormal and shamanic anything is easy. It's shamansundays@gmail.com. My
Okay.
old show. Oh, but you can also get me Brandon Cooper on Facebook. Oh, I'm on the Tiki Taki. I'm on the uh the lemon thing. I don't know what that is. I'm on. You can find me. Just type in Brandon Cooper, uh, South Carolina,
Okay.
because there's a lot of Brandons.
There are
Yep.
and
But
a lot
just
of
follow
Coopers.
me. Even though I have a professional page, I do answer my messages.
Hmm.
Like I don't care who you are, I will talk to you. Like I'm
Okay.
not
Yep.
like some of these.
I was there.
Like that's how me and Rez became friends. He reached out, we
Yep.
started talking.
Yep.
Nice.
Like
Started
I'm,
chatting on
yeah,
an investigation he was on. He was live streaming,
yeah.
made some comments, and
Then he
went from
followed my
there.
show, and then
Nice.
we got to talking back and forth. And this is yeah. So you can find me there. Just
Hmm.
I answer. Just email. Send me a private message or send me an email at again shamansundays@gmail.com. And yeah, I'll even give
Awesome.
you my phone number if you reach out if you need to talk. Like I'm available, y'all. You
Oh, he likes you guys more than me because I didn't even got the phone number yet.
you have my number, dude.
I think I do somewhere.
You
I don't
got
know
my
if I
number, but
saved
we
it or
don't
not.
ever use the number because we FaceTime.
Yep.
Yeah. But like I'm easy. You can get a hold of me. And if you need me, like I'll call you. I'm not, I'm easy. Like all I ask is if it's healing services that you need or whatever, I am on a barter system.
Hmm.
I do prefer tobacco. Oh, you can mail me like some American spirits. I only work with American spirits, loose leaf tobacco.
Yep. All
Oh,
natural.
yep. Now, if I could get a tribe to give me some loose leaf, you
That'd
know,
be amazing.
that
Yeah.
would be amazing.
I'm
But most people don't
working on
have
that.
that. Yeah, most
Right.
people don't. Most people don't have that. So just
Hmm.
go get me a little, a little thing, or if you don't have money, but you smoke, take a cigarette, put me a little tobacco in an envelope, mail it. As long as I see
Yep.
you make an effort, I will put 120% behind helping you.
Absolutely, because
But you
it's
got to
all
get to
about the
me.
energy exchange.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. But you have to get to me.
Yep.
I'm not gonna look for you. I'm not gonna come to you unless that's what the universe wants. It
Right.
happens sometimes,
Yep.
rare,
Hmm.
but it happens where I'll show up and somebody was looking for a shaman, but
Yeah.
very rare. So
Uh,
you put the effort into to come probably to any of us,
hmm.
and of course we'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I've never turned anyone down that's needed help.
Mm,
You know, even those that, you give them the help and they don't listen and you go back again and reiterate. I've had a few of them. And
okay.
eventually, when the light bulb goes off and they decide to drink from the water, they go on their happy, merry ways.
Yep. I had one that I worked on for like 5 straight years. And then eventually I finally broke through and all those seeds that I had planted took root. And then there it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
None of us, we don't give up on you. None, no
No.
healer, no real healer
Hmm.
worth their salt will give up on you.
You
Right.
know,
I will say though that I have had times when I have referred people to other people that I felt like would be a better fit.
Yeah. And
yep.
but that's not
Or
giving up.
no, it's not
Yeah.
No.
giving up. Or
No.
somebody who has a different skill set than I have that
Right.
someone needs,
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
that's absolutely true too. So Um, I just want to thank you, Brandon, for coming on the show. I feel like this has been a great show. I feel like there's a lot of value here for people.
I've enjoyed it.
And one more time, guys, we need 200.
Yep.
We are only
Thursday. Okay,
23 away.
today is Thursday.
Yeah.
You have from today till next Thursday.
Okay, hold
Get
on,
200.
Christina.
Yeah.
Why don't we say if within this week we get this 200, we'll
Hmm.
do a special live with the crew and we'll put a panel together for it. I'm
Sounds
sure I could.
great.
I'm sure I could throw a couple people together to come on a panel with us to do a live if we hit them 200 subscribers.
You know what? I'll
Yes.
tell you what. I'll tell you what. If you hit when you hit 200 subscribers, that
Yep.
200th subscriber will get a copy of my manuscript that I haven't even edited yet for my very first book.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go.
Did
I
y'all hear that?
you'll get to
Wow.
read it and edit it and help me with my very first book, and it is on frequency healing.
Nice.
Wow. That's excellent.
It's called
Excellent.
Feel the Vibration.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All
I'm gonna
right.
I'm gonna have to go make a new account so I can be a 200th subscriber.
I mean, dude, hey, whoever is the 200th, I will send you that manuscript.
That is awesome. That's a beautiful
Thank
gift.
you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Brandon.
no
And
worries.
thank you everyone for listening. Remember, subscribe, ring the notification bell, share with your friends and family. Let's get this thing even better than it already is. All right. That was beautiful, Riz. Thank you.